You know, all this talk about God sending his only son to earth to assist humanity is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. What it means is the Son of God is the SUN of God, because God is non conceptual energy, unconditional, all giving love that gives us all for free, as love is free, with no judgment, which means no questions asked, just giving, all giving. And the Son is a representation of soul. So God's only Son is the energy which cannot be divided. That's the definition of love. That's the definition of love. All loving, all giving, free love, energy. That's what it is. All of the other stories describing God's only SON Son is just a masculine control figure created to keep people submissive, to keep people in control. That's what religion and Christianity is all about. And it also describes a God outside of us in heaven, a Father, which is also complete bullshit, because this does not exist. God is energy. God is pure love, all giving, non conceptual, unconditional energy, which cannot be divided. So, the image of God, that you are created in the image of God, is that you are a soul being having a human experience. And what you need as to be successful as a human being is a merge, which cannot happen if you put love outside of yourself, because God is love, and love is soul, and soul you is. So what you seek is nowhere to be found, because you are it. You are love. And this is something that we can question in relation to ourselves, because we are having a human experience, and that human experience includes a body, and in that body is a mind, and that mind is capable of evaluating and calculating, differentiating between what is what. And things are different depending on context, which calls for morality and maturity, which is all in relation to knowing as much as possible about what love is, which you cannot find out outside of yourself, as you need to be in a good, close, loving, loyal, compassionate relationship with yourself. You have yourself, which is your identity, your personality structure, which is the rational mind. And then you have self. Self, soul, God, universe, source, inner being is one and the same. So you are God. You are the universe, experiencing itself through a human experience. And in this human experience, it might seem that life is challenging you, but life is not challenging anyone. Life just is. Life is just, it just happens. So the challenge is you challenging yourself. And you can challenge yourself, as self is love, God, all giving, in opposition, which calls for a conflict as you challenge what is just giving. If you wish to receive as much as possible in relation to what is meant for you, as in your destiny, then you need to be loyal to self. You need to appreciate and love self. You need to be in connection with self-love. When you connect and don't question your love, you own self. You own yourself. And when you own self, which is absolutely pure love, it is free, which means that you are free. You are free to love yourself. That's what it means. But some of us have been through stuff that has made us question ourselves, which the self-discovery really is, which is not in achievement and performance. It is from renunciation, from dismissing what we are not, which is we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the personality, which means that we are not the thoughts and we are not the emotions. We are love. We is love, isness. Love is not a thing because it's not material, yet it exists and enables all and creates everything, which makes it isness. It just is. Infinite, continuous. I have felt through my life experience that I have been unwanted all of my life. I have felt that when I have been working at places, I have been working there with an idea of that they have hired me to be kind because they want to offer me a chance to be a part of life, but they really don't want me there. And when I have been in class in school or been with people in various circumstances, I've felt that I'm unwanted, that most people would just wish for me to leave, which is all ego. It is all the destructive ego speaking against me because I have had such a strong subconscious impression that I do not deserve to be here. I'm not worthy of living. And that has been my struggle during my whole life because I have been given that impression. I know that it's not true, but a thought is just a thought. What matters in life is the general feeling, the feeling deserving, feeling worthy, feeling wanted, feeling loved, which becomes a real stick in the wheel in all relationships. Every single relationship. It doesn't matter what relationship. With a lover, with a wife, with kids, with food, with alcohol, with anything, candy, with gambling, with anything which has its origin and stems from the not affirmed and acknowledged self. And that's the merge. That's the soul merge that everybody needs. Because otherwise, we are in relationship with other people and things of great need. And that need becomes destructive when all we truly need is love. And when we try to fix that from the outside in, it becomes a problem because we become draining. We become a black hole instead of somebody that gives love. Love is never about taking. You don't take love. Love is giving and receiving, which makes love go round, which makes the circle of life intact and functional. So a dysfunctional life is all a manifestation of the not affirmed self. So what is needed is actually to find love alone. It is to be in solitude, which begins with loneliness, because it's necessary. It's necessary to be lonely and to feel lonely and to feel sorrow and to experience losing yourself to the point where you will be forced to love yourself, to appreciate, to affirm and acknowledge yourself. And that's how love works. Love won't step on any toes. Love won't hurt you. It's you hurting yourself. And the only way is to listen with your heart. Listen to what's going on. Don't blame, don't project, don't make it into something outside that is not working to make your life feel wonderful. You make yourself feel wonderful. You can create a bunch of stuff, you can contribute, you can achieve, you can perform, but you are supposed to feel adequate, you are supposed to feel whole, by yourself, regardless of anything, just for being you. That's self-love, which nobody else can give you. Nobody else can affirm you. Nobody else can acknowledge you. You can get support, you can get acknowledgement, you can be affirmed, and that's something to be very grateful for. But at the end of the day, and starting every day, waking up, experiencing, receiving a new day, you need to give yourself the love you need, because all you need is yourself. Then you want and you desire other relationships. But if you want those to be healthy, you need to be healthy in relation to yourself, which is to affirm and acknowledge yourself as a soul being, which cannot happen completely if you are not connecting as in loving yourself for just being. It has taken me quite some time to understand this, which is an emotional journey, which is what life is. It's very little rational. It's mostly emotional to feel love. That's how you know. The heart knows, the mind thinks. The mind can think about love in all kinds of configurations. The heart knows. So the heart is where God is. Love is God. God is love. Source, inner being, soul, true self, self. So this is what you want to communicate with. Intuition is everything. That's the humane part of you. Rationality is the logical and robotic way of a human being if they dismiss and discard their emotions. You cannot run away from yourself. You can try to adjust life from the outside in, but it's destined to fail. It will momentarily satisfy you, but it will not make for a true satisfaction. The true satisfaction comes as you allow for it. You need to trust love completely. And trust is not created. You cannot create trust. You allow for trust, which means that you let your heart guide you and lead you, and you listen to your heart, and you know that love will give you what you need, and love will make you move forward in life, and love will make you successful as you are loyal and humble and grateful in relation to love. Previously, when I have been centered in my heart space and just let go of all thoughts and told myself that I am loved, I have cried for years because I have felt so much sorrow. And that sorrow is not feeling sad in relation to love. It is my heart crying of joy and gratitude, because it's saying, finally you recognize me, finally you see me, finally you hear me. And when I say that today, I feel joy. I feel joy because I have done the inner work. I have changed changed my subconscious impression to actually get rid of resistance, all of the lies speaking against me, and begun to affirm myself for just being. And that feels great because it makes me still desire and want a lot of things. I want to experience more, but I receive what I need from myself. That's beautiful. That's powerful. That's natural. To love yourself for just being. The planet's positions and the energies right now are the strongest and most transformational in over 1,000 years, more. It's a great time right now, and amazing things are gonna happen. Religions will fall, and this is not something that I feel sorry for, because there are a lot of beautiful things about religions, but mostly they create conflict amongst each other because it creates competition about love. And many religions are not focused on love being pure and free. They are actually putting love outside of them, keeping them slaves. That's not right. We are all God. We are God. We create our reality by choice in what we call in, because the general feeling held continuously will give a universal non-judgmental response as to become manifested in our surroundings. We create our own environment and our own society. And when people self-realize themselves and connect and become true as to be true self-affirmed, then the world will change. So there will not be a conflict and a war destroying religion. It's not necessary. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. How long it takes is, I don't know. Maybe not during my lifetime, I don't know. But it will happen because they are all systems not giving freedom for love, and love is free. So as long as love is being held, it is not free, and that's judgment, and all judgment is lies, and love is true. So you can see how contradictory it is. I am loved, I am wanted, and this is so important for me to recognize, affirm, and acknowledge without anybody else. And the same goes for you. To affirm and acknowledge yourself and to merge with what you is. And then change whatever you need to change about your personality as to be more in a true reflection of that. That's success. That's the definition of success. Because love enables all and is the highest and most valuable and the ultimate reality, creating all of the universe. Thank you for watching. I love you. Please check out my website, transmutation.se. I have worked on it for all of my life, mostly the past going on 8 years, 7 days a week, day and night. And there's a lot of great things to read on that website. From my experience, but also about love and energy and God and everything. I will post this video today when the date is when the video is being uploaded. But at the same time, I have created 8 posters that I will upload on the website at the bottom, which are landscape A4s that you can print and have on your fridge or at your office or workspace or whatever, your room, put them up as posters on your wall, because they are 8 of them, and it's creation. It's if you can grasp and just reflect on those posters, all 8 of them, you can understand creation. And you are God, and you are creating your own reality. So if you follow those 8, you will see that you are actually creating what you are experiencing, and you are challenging yourself as to become as true as and authentic as possible in relation to your soul signature expression, as to expand and stretch out spiritually, which is emotionally, to become more of what you is, which is your destiny, having a human experience on earth. That's everybody's purpose, to become more of love. Thank you again for watching. 30 minutes, that's like 95 hours today with the attention span that people have. All of these beautiful shorts that people upload on YouTube and Insta or whatever that are a 1 minute with the universe and like flashing images and galaxies and planets and everything is beautiful. I love them too, but please check out what I have created, because I have been through it and I have given it my all, and I have almost died doing it. For real. Please take a look. I love you. I really love you.